But I talked to the city and they're like, they don't even recoup their costs because they have so many employees working there, that it just doesn't make sense for us to do anything like that.
Okay.
Mr. Acker and Mr. Reynolds, my name's Lee Woodham. I serve the residents of the city of Port Angeles. Got a couple questions for you, but I think the majority of my questions are going to follow on Sissy as well, going to staff. So one of the first questions, we contribute money to a local EDC. Did EDC have anything to do with your recruitment coming in here?
No.
The other thing too is, so we're elected to represent the people, and your claims of being involved in other communities, from staff, I've not received anything showing your relationship with other communities from elected officials. So would that be possible to submit letters of recommendations from, is it the Kitsap County Commissioners? I don't know who you contacted.
The best place to get recommendations is probably from Lacey, where we've operated for over 8 years. We're on the parks board in the city of Lacey. So we trained 1,200 players and actually run 7 teams, so I don't want to do it.
Again, I'm looking for elected officials' input they relate directly with the citizenry if they were interested in continuing with politics.
We
So
can have Mr. Mayor Ryder from the city of Lacey contact you.
yeah, again, this is kind of going back to staff, that if this were in our packet, that we could see what other elected officials have to say about your organization. Because again, we had nothing to do with any part of this negotiation or conversation as far as that goes. We've not even really discussed your group coming into town at all, other than here tonight. So it's a bit awkward for us, a few of us, to be thrust forward in this situation. So, Chief Smith, PD alcohol at our parks. I got nothing in here from you that says, or Mr. Dubuque about the fire department. We're going to allow alcohol in our parks now. I'd like to have something on record that if something goes awry with this new alcohol law, that we've got staff recommendations saying that you guys think this is a good idea. Lodging Tax Advisory Committee. I'd like to hear something from the Lodging Tax Advisory Chairwoman Kidd if this qualifies for lodging tax money, because I would love to fix up Civic Field. And last time I tried this, I was told that this is not going to result in any overnight stays. So I'd like this to be on the record to see if we can use lodging tax funds to fix up this park.
Duly noted. We'll consider that. Thank you.
No, I would like to have it in writing. Real Estate Committee. How come this didn't come through our Real Estate Committee process?
I don't know why it would.
We're leasing the park for 3 years. Right?
We bring facility use agreements all the time. I've never had to take them to real estate.
It's not a real estate.
And Lee, I would like to make one comment. One of the exciting things I thought about this adventure with Matt and his team is that this does give us an opportunity to use LTAX finally. Before, where we could not justify the numbers.
If that was in the packet, Corey, that would be great. Okay? I just met resistance when trying to allocate lodging tax funding. Again, at Civic Field. I would love to make that the ultimate. The other thing is the outreach to chamber, like Sissy said, PADA, PAVA. Sounds to me like EDC should be notified. Aren't they supposed to be responsible for bringing in businesses? We've got a lot more homework, it appears to me, by staff. A little bit from ownership. I'd like to see some elected officials weigh in on this. Don't get me wrong, I love football. One of the worst moments of my life was my son was 12 and he finally told me, Dad, I don't want to play baseball anymore. So I love baseball, but again, I have to recognize who I represent.
Mr. Mayor, if I could, I would like to address the fact that many of our business organizations are very much aware and are very supportive of the West Coast League coming to Port Angeles. They're extremely excited about it, and I can assure you, if any of them felt that this was going to be controversial, they certainly would have been here in support of this new team. I do think it is important to note that absolutely the team will bring additional heads and beds to the community and very much would be eligible for lodging tax related improvements to Civic Field. So I do think that's important to note, and staff would be more than happy to put that in writing for you. I do think it's important that from an engagement perspective, many local businesses have actually stepped up, met with Mr. Acker and other owners to find ways to ensure that the team is successful here in this community. I think it's important too that Revitalize Port Angeles has also stepped up in support of the team, helping to work with them on their future. So we have done a lot of homework on this, and I apologize that we didn't get all of the details in the staff report, but we'd be happy to follow through and document some of those additional pieces of information.
So Nathan, then you'll have a statement from the chief of police on the alcohol possession and sales in our parks as well?
That's certainly something that we could speak to, and certainly it's up to the chief of police as far as how he might address that. But I will tell you, we do process on a regular basis at the city level liquor license approvals within city parks.
Thank you.
And I'd like to just add, so thank you for filling us in on all the community groups that have spoken, that you know that support this. And that I think is what was missing for, you know, like I said, coming up and reading this thing, and it just didn't have that background support. So I'm grateful to you for the information you guys have given us, because I think it's a great thing. So I mean, just don't take me wrong, we were just kind of really curious about some of the details and how it fits within the community. And like I said, I'm grateful that it does, and I'm grateful we've gotten some input. So I totally support this. I just needed more information.
Yeah, and we have shared a lot of this information with Nathan, and I know that he's better at calling some other communities, and so is Corey. We do between 400 and 500 rooms, so that does help with lodging tax. And I have quite a bit of experience with lodging tax and with public facility districts getting money into improved facilities. With $1.2 million in facility upgrades that we were given from the public facility district in Kitsap County. First $250,000 have already been allocated and already helped with public facility projects in the city of Lake City also.